Who supports the person everyone else relies on? The one who absorbs tension in meetings? The one who steadies the room when priorities shift? The one who delivers difficult news with calm clarity? The one who notices morale dipping before anyone else says it out loud? Leadership isn't just strategic, it's emotional. And most of that labor is invincible. Today, we're talking about what it costs to lead well and how to do it without quietly burning out.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
Welcome back to Office Optimism with me, Sharala. If you are a leader, formally or informally, who cares deeply about your people, this episode is for you. And if conversations like this help you lead with more clarity and steadiness, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share the channel. It helps these human-centered workplace conversations reach the people who need them the most, because we don't talk enough about what leadership actually costs. Let's change that. We will start by naming the invisible labor leadership. Leadership requires containment. Containment of your own reactions. Containment of team anxiety. Containment of frustration that you cannot always show. You walk into a meeting and immediately sense tension. You soften your tone, you redirect conflict, you adjust language so it lands safely. That's emotional labor. You deliver disappointing news, but you steady your voice. You reassure without overpromising. You absorb questions that aren't fully about you, but feel directed at you anyway. That's emotional labor. Even ambitious professionals without leadership titles feel this. If you're the steady one on your team, the mediator, the translator, the tone setter, you are carrying an emotional labor too. And here's the truth. Containment without replenishment becomes depletion. So why do good leaders burn out quietly? The leaders most at risk of burnout are not the disengaged ones. They're the ones who care. They overfunction. They anticipate needs. They take responsibility for morale. They avoid sharing their own fatigue because they don't want to add to the load. They think, if I fall apart, everything wobbles. So they don't. But burnout isn't always from doing too much. Sometimes it's from carrying too much alone. There's a quiet weight in being the emotional thermostat of the room. When tension rises, you regulate yourself first. When conflict emerges, you step in. When morale dips, you compensate. That steady presence is powerful, but it is not free. And if you never release what you absorb, it builds. So let's transition to leading with clarity instead of control. When leaders get tired, something subtle happens. They tighten, they give more oversight, more urgency, less delegation, shorter patience. Control feels efficient when you're depleted, but clarity reduces emotional labor far more than control ever will. Clarity sounds like, this is what done looks like. This decision belongs to you. We are prioritizing this, and we're gonna let it wait. I don't have the answer yet. Control requires constant monitoring. Clarity distributes ownership. And when ownership is distributed, emotional weight is distributed too. Instead of absorbing everything, you define structure. That is sustainable leadership. So how can we build psychological safety in micro moments? Psychological safety isn't built in town halls. It's built on Tuesdays. It's built in how you respond to mistakes instead of why wasn't this done? Try walk me through what happened. Instead of reacting quickly to disagreement, pause and ask, tell me more about your concern. These micro moments determine whether your team brings you problems early or hides them until they escalate. And here's the quiet benefit for you as a leader. When your team feels safe, you carry less emotional containment. You don't have to decode hidden tension. You don't have to manage as much undercurrent. Safety reduces invisible labor. Now let's talk about something rarely modeled: the replenishment conversation. Leaders need support too. You need a space where you are not the steady one, a peer who understands your level of responsibility, time before responding to emotionally charged situations. It's okay to say, I need a moment before I respond to that. That is not weakness. That is regulation. You are allowed to process before performing. And if you never decompress, you will begin to detach. Detachment is not leadership maturity. It's exhaustion. So let's take a moment for your joyful point. The steady one needs support too. Take a slow breath in and gently exhale. Where have you been the steady one this week? What have you absorbed that wasn't yours to keep? And what is one small way you can return some of that energy to yourself? Maybe it's a boundary. Maybe it's a conversation with a peer. Maybe it's simply acknowledging that you are tired. You don't have to carry everyone to lead them well. Let that settle. We've now made it to the Office Optimism focal point. If this episode resonated, especially if you are someone who carries more than most people realize, I'd love for you to share this with another leader who might need this reminder. And if you value conversations about human-centered leadership and sustainable work, subscribe to Office Optimism and join this community. Because leading well shouldn't require burning out quietly. Until next time, keep shining. Bye-bye.